But then the next signing we had was with Mason Cole. He's another guy that has played guard, center in college. He was a left tackle, if I remember correctly. And his deal is around, 3 years, like 16 mil. So the price point is a lot smaller. But he's another proven guy that has started a ton of games in this league, man, initially with the Cardinals. And then this past season being with the Minnesota Vikings. He's interesting, though, because I want to know what they view him and James as, because both of those guys have guard and center capability at the NFL level. And right now, I'm looking at both of those two guys saying they're here. Like, Mason Cole is a good player. He's going to be a starter. But then it has me wondering about, Kendrick Green and your boy Kevin Dotson. How does this work out? I was like, I'm doing the math.
Bring in Dotson to this.
I'm doing the math. I said, okay, you got Chooks, that's Dotson. One spot. You got Dan Moore, that's one spot. All right, you got James Daniels.
We got Dotson at left guard. Cole's going to be the center.
All right.
Until we draft Linderbaum.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what are we doing here? Because we're running out of spaces.
All I'm saying to the Steelers is don't count out Dotson. Do not count out Dotson in this.
Hey, man, maybe the reports were really accurate about them being, upset with Kevin Dotson. Lord, because we know Kendrick Green's not going anywhere. Kendrick Green is going to be on this team next year. He was a third-round draft pick year, but he's going to be on the team.
He should not be on the starting lineup, though.
Hey, we're going to see.
He's still going to be on the team, right? It's not like we're going to cut him or anything.
Because like I said, you move him to guard, he's an even smaller guard than he is center. So that's why.
And I don't want him at center.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't know where he fits into this, but I want to see what we do with Mason Cole.
I think he's just that versatile backup. That's it.
So where we putting Mason Cole? Is Mason Cole at that center spot, or does he go to that left guard spot? James Daniels at the right guard spot, and Dossie, you better start snapping.
No, it's Cole at center, Dotson left guard, Daniels at right guard. As we sit right now, that's how I would have it. But
okay,
if we do draft Linderbaum, I think it's going to have to be Dotson and Cole duking it out then. Don't just give the job to Cole. We got to duke it out. What? I don't care what the contract says.
The contract. So would you want Cole sitting behind for $5 million a year? Nah. That boy gonna be out there. He's gonna be out there. Let's go. Yeah, man. We're gonna see
just
what happens.
View it as you're paying Dotson $5 million.
We're gonna see what happens.
Just view it as the motivation Dotson needed to hit his all-pro potential.
Hey,
that's
man.
how you view the Mason Cole contract.
Hey. When I saw that, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I was like, what? Is he going to be a center then? Okay. Maybe he's at center and you move Kendrick Green to left guard to compete with Dotson. Maybe that's what they do. But if they draft Diego and Tyler Linderbaum, yeah. we were.
Or if we bring in another center, J.C. Tretter's out there too. A lot of Steelers fans are hyped about that.
Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You put yourself, your boy got to be feeling a little hot. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll see how the line shakes out. I feel like we could make a move at left tackle still, or we go with rolling with Moore.
Who did you think was the better player last year between Moore and Chooks?
Oh, Chooks.
How
Moore did get better though. Moore did get better.
How much better is
Chooks is going to be right. So I mean, we got to have a left.
But no, what I'm saying in the sense of this, what I'm saying is this, right? In terms of who was the better player last year, was it drastically Chooks or was it close? And the reason I asked that is because if we just committed that type of money to Chooks based on what he did last year, then they have to be extremely high on Dan Moore as well.
Yeah. Probably.
So that's why I don't think that they're going to even touch that. Then if they're willing to pay Chooks what they paid him and they felt like what he did last year equated to that type of money, Dan Moore, especially in the second half of the season as a fourth-round draft pick or rookie, he was not that far off from where Chooks was. I know we're going to spend it, make it a little bit better for Chooks since he got paid the way that he got paid, but I just don't feel like it was that big of a gap between those two guys. So that's why I don't really anticipate.
Yeah, then you're hoping he takes that second-year jump.
I'm like, because if they didn't commit that money to Chooks and they say, you know what, man, we're going to bring in a different right tackle, well, then I look at Dan Moore and I say, well, maybe they draft the guy early. Maybe they view that and they say we need to upgrade it. But to see them commit the money that they did to Chooks, it makes me feel like they don't feel like the tackles were an issue last year. It was more so the interior part of the offensive line. And that's why, for me, I feel like Dan Moore is going to be fine then in terms of the Steelers' eyes if they already feel like that about Chooks.
Do we have our line set right now? Or do you want one more guy? And I'm assuming that one more guy that we would bring in is either drafting Linderbaum or bringing in like a J.C. Treader at center.
I'm not.
Or are we set?
I would love.
Are we set?
I would
Come
love
on.
to bring a center in here. I would love to bring a center in here. And now I'm saying I got Dotson as my swing guy because he plays right and left. You know what I'm saying? And we already said he plays better when he's motivated. He plays better when he's motivated.
69 is eligible.
He plays. Oh my god, bro! You know how funny that would sound, bro. There were 69 eligible.
That's what it would be, right?
Is swing tackle. Hey, absolutely. Hey, I would love it. I would be all for it. Every time they announced it, I was like, yes, again, another one. Run it back, Turbo. Yeah, like that would be my thoughts on it, man. But yeah, I personally would like to bring in just one more interior offensive lineman. Whether you're drafting that guy or you signing him in free agency, I would love to have a legit center. I think that Mason or James can play that. They have that flexibility. But as a whole, man, I think that those guys, you keep them at guard and you go ahead and get if you want to do Tyler Linderbaum, you can do that. Or if you want to get a bigger body guy, like I said, through free agency, like you talked about, J.C. Treader, you do that. But to me, knowing, like I said, and especially because it's all predicated on our quarterback situation right now. I don't feel like we have the luxury of saying that, hey man, we can get around this guy right here. We'll make it work because we got this guy at quarterback. I don't feel like that. I feel like with our quarterback situation, you want to make sure that he's not having to worry about pressure from the O-line in any capacity. You want to have the best group that you can have in front of him. That's why Jimmy G has been able to have success in San Fran. That's why when you look at Kirk Cousins, when you talk about Tannehill, those guys have been able to have success where they're at right now because they've made sure that those O-line are great in front of them, and they have all these pieces around them, and it's more so the team kind of goes as they go or they win in spite of them when they're struggling. We cannot allow, like I said, our offensive line to have any type of weakness in that capacity where you're going to be forcing Mitch, Mason, Dwayne Haskins, or whoever to have to play under pressure, to have to play under duress. I don't think that that's going to be conducive for them to be successful because they do struggle with that. They do struggle when they're having to do a lot of stuff on the run. Whereas, when you think about more traditional mobile quarterbacks or the higher end mobile quarterbacks who excel in those, you can kind of get away with not having the best offensive line out there. Right now, we don't have that luxury, at least from my perspective.
That's what Braylon Powell says. He says, I really do feel like we're one stud guy away on our offensive line.
Yeah, we one more dude, man. I think it changes a lot for us, man.